Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to Total Warhammer 3 as we play on the mods of Old World and SFO. Both of them are Overhaul mods, one of them being a map and lore friendly map, and the other one being units and balancing. Both of them smashed together is a really fun experience. We're going to continue playing through as Drycha. At the beginning of this episode, we kind of tussle around with some Empire, learn a bit more about the Wood Elf mechanics. But the most interesting part is towards the end, the Orcs decide to declare war on us, and we have a bit of a tough fight with them. However, it puts us in a really good position to wipe the Orcs out over the next couple turns, allowing us to get vengeance for Techless in the last season after being destroyed by the Orcs in that one. Well, without further ado, let's jump on in. Hello, and welcome back to Total Warhammer 3 with the Old World and SFO mod. We're going to continue playing as Drycha. So here we got our first forest encounter. So what I've done since the last episode is just clicked end turn. So we're in the next turn. So I believe this is turn 3. So here I spoke last episode about forest encounters. So here's my first one. So all they are just monsters or units that just appear in the wild. You've got a set amount of turns. If I hover over it, I've got 3 turns before this becomes a larger force to deal with. So obviously I want to take this out before they get too strong. All you have to do is just send your hero over to them, or legendary lord, or well, it has to be a lord, not a hero, sorry. Send it over to them. The game freezes a little bit. They failed to spot your ambush, so if you do it quick enough, it will be an ambush. So I'll fight this. So I don't want to lose too many troops. These encounters will give you, if you do them quick enough, you'll get some extra regeneration to your tree in that area. If you fail and they get too big, you'll start to lose regeneration. And some of these fights, if you don't get them quick enough, they're actually stronger than your tree. So you have to be really careful not to let them grow. At least early on, they can be stronger than your tree itself. So they really need to stomp down on them before they become too much of a pest. So as it's an ambush, we get to actually deploy our troops before, and they're just going to mindlessly not know we're here. What I'm going to do is archers at the front, just continue pound them, so I don't want them to get to this exit point. Got my great eagles that can fly straight in and start taking out their siege weapons. My heavy hitters are just going to hit their front line. All of my dryads, actually not all of them, most of my dryads are going to attack from one side and the others are just going to attack from the other. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to leave these to their own devices and we're going to jump straight in. And hopefully we can catch most of them off guard and get Drycha in there as well. And once Drycha's close, I'll drop the summon what they call dryads on her as well. And she's relatively close now. They do have a unit of Knights of the Blazing Sun in here, so they are essentially going to be my priority if I can help it. My eagles are just going to mop up their mortars, make sure that they don't get away. All my archers actually going to focus on the Knights of the Blazing Sun, get them off the field as soon as possible. They have no broken, but I don't want them to come back. Oh, that's just Pistoliers. Okay, I'm not too worried about them. You guys keep chasing those and see how they go. Now that's Pistoliers are essentially broken. Just keep fighting them. You guys are apparently not doing anything. Let's get you involved. Take out those Knights of the Blazing Sun. Okay, your magic's not ready. Your main magic's not ready to just make those Knights of the Blazing Sun slightly weaker. How's the rest of my fights? So the Great Eagles, just keep attacking them. Drycha, you're not doing anything. Keep fighting. Just find someone to attack. And my main hero, well, not my main hero, my hero himself, has this new attack called Cronus. So it does a load of damage to a single target. Arrow of Cronus, which is quite a good attack. These flagellants are going to be a bit of a pain because they're not going to want to break. You guys all focus on the hero. My hawks should still be chasing that down. Yeah, they're chasing down the mortars. Now, mortars are essentially dead, so you guys just focus on what's left. Knights of the Blazing Sun, are they unbreakable? Doesn't look like they're unbreakable. If you can, all focus on the Knights of the Blazing Sun, because they are going to be a pain if they don't die. However, I can use some magic on them. Okay, stop chasing, stop chasing, stop chasing. Hopefully my... Okay, they're now out of range of my archers. Can I kill... I want to try and take them as much out... Because there is a chance that this army won't perish. So I want to try and take out as many of them as I can before the end of the battle. So if I can kill all of these Knights of the Blazing Suns, which looks like I'm going to because of Drycha's magic, I don't think these Hawks are strong enough to kill them. And obviously the Hawks just stop midway. Okay, they managed to get away. It's not the end of the world. Let's see what survived that battle and what didn't. So it looks like their flagellants did the most damage, which makes sense because they are unbreakable. They'll just stand there swinging their maces until everything's gone. I lost 78 units. Looks like they were mainly, obviously they weren't the tree man, but it looks like they were mainly a couple units of dryads, which obviously they're my fodder units. That's okay. Well, archers didn't do that well, but I'm not sure what dryads with bows, whether they're actually good units at all. Obviously their anti-large did relatively well as well. Their hero, it was okay. So we'll see once this is finished loading exactly what choices we have with these, if they've actually managed to retreat. Because if they manage to retreat, hopefully we can run them down and just finish them off with an auto-resolve, rather than fight them in a normal battle. So here it is. So I could heal my guys for 13%. Not really worth it. Treasury. I'll heal him, why not? So it looks like he didn't get defeated, so I will have to still go and fight him. Annoyingly, he managed to run so far away that he is in a different time zone, so I'm not going to be able to catch him this turn. Post-loop battle, that's good. It's good to have. Let's see. Reload time, speed, ammunition. Missile strength, that's what I want. I want him to do slightly more damage so he won't be able to assassinate enemies, but he'll be able to do a fair bit of damage to them. Can I train any more units? Normal dryads? Nah, I don't really want any new normal dryads, so I won't be training anything just yet. I've got 3 turns until that is complete as well. It's okay. Hopefully he doesn't run too far away and I can still reach him. Maybe in a turn or two. Obviously the outpost, the garrison in this is never really going to change. So you can't build any extra units. Yeah, so it is just what it is. Unfortunately. But I do have a tree man, which is good. Let's see where that army goes. I'm going to focus on this army because it has a potential, especially with the Knight of the Blazing Sun, to be quite strong. No. I'm not too fussed about what these guys can do. If I look at their strength rating, yeah, they're quite low on the strength rating scale, so I'm not too fussed about them at all. These guys are still... I need to deal with them sooner rather than later because these guys are starting to dislike me. And here, so as I've pacified Hearthlands and I've done some battles and raised some areas, I'm starting to get 1 per turn. It's going to replenish by 1. So once it goes over 19, I should start getting some positive diplomacy with the vampire counts. I'm not sure where the nearest vampire counts are. I'm presuming they're down here along these. Which I think it should be the von Carsteins, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So that's rather unexpected. So looks like they've got a bit of vengeance and they just want to attack me back, which is completely fine by me. This is apparently the Imperial Reprisal Force. So they want to attack me. I should be able to end them off. I'm going to probably auto-resolve. Yeah, there we go. So I didn't lose that many troops. We're saying I did. These two got hit pretty hard. But it's going to just take a bit of time. So that's that turn over. So what do I want to do now? So I want to level up your Warden of the Forest again to get a bit more loot when I win battles. I wouldn't mind going back to get some more bowmen. However, there's no rush of that. This army down here is only going to get bigger. So if I can make my way down here. Interesting, you can go straight through these forests. Interesting. I thought there would be something stopping them from going through the forest. Unless they can't go through these forests. I'm not sure. So this is going to be my next priority. And then take out Kiel. Once that's dealt with, then my number of woods will start increasing quite significantly. Yes, I need to take out at least one more. Once I take this out, my wood will start upgrading. This guy didn't try to sally out or try and attack me, which is going to be bad for him because it means I can now just attack him. And I'm presuming, yeah, so scout the terrain. This shouldn't be, yeah, it's not walled at all, so I'm just going to auto-resolve it. Oh, I probably shouldn't have auto-resolved that. Took a bit of a hit. I'm going to occupy this one as well. So me occupying them, if I just leave them bare, I still get the bonus of bonus to the wood. But then obviously the enemy have a chance to just waltz on in and take it. Whereas if I occupy it, there's at least a chance where they won't. That's quite a good skill actually. There's a chance where they won't just pop straight in and occupy it. So I'd rather give them a chance of not doing it than doing it. That makes sense. So that gives me income. What does that gives me? Fires a garrison of tree man. Okay, fine. So these are the normal ones you can get, normal buildings. So growth, upkeep, that's quite good. Growth in adjacent provinces, that affects the tree. That's really quite good. Also means that I won't have to worry about any other, so control in adjacent areas is good as well. That's attrition, income from all buildings, regions in the province. I'm going to go for that one. So I have additional growth in Griffinwood. Because growth is what's keeping me back. So I wouldn't mind. See, I want to carry on building. That's what's stopping me. But money's what's stopping me from increasing my glade, actually. So what do I get from increasing my glade? So a few more garrison troops. And some more control. And some more corruption resistance. That's good. So we're going to end this turn. Kiel is obviously next for me to take out. Whereas it's not in this province, I'll probably... but this one is not Nackdorf. I don't think I can do commandments. Let's have a look at my capital city because that's in its own zone. Okay, so Wood Elves don't have commandments if you own the whole province. So I'm not going to bother about this city. Well, I will probably take a city down here because he's currently at war with me. These orcs, our attitude of the orcs are improving. However, not with Talabak land. Would be nice to take Talabak land out to be fair, just because that will obviously be the next. He's going to be the next crocodile to my canoe. That is quite a big upgrade. So 25% increase for all settlements and characters of just vision, and I can now actually see a lot more, which is great. Apparently, it's summer. Leads all eternal realms in celebration for the summon's advent. Don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. So I'm sure it's cool. So I could get... don't really want anything here right now. Liberal extra money would be nice. Extra growth. Yeah, actually I'll get both of these. When this upgrades, because this is the main one I want to get, because I can get Treemen and Seuthes. Seuthes, I believe, have magic. Spellcaster, yeah, they have magic. Earth, blood, and flesh of stone. So they just make themselves stronger and they can heal themselves. And they are siege attackers as well. What can I get from here? So I can get another Dryad, which is nice. That's really it. Let's give you aspect of the oak. And let's send Drycha in to take out this last city. Decisive victory. Once again, going to auto-resolve. The same army we've fought a few times now, so I would have done the same thing. And we can occupy this hearthland. So now he's got a few armies down here. Probably going to leave them be right now. How aggressive are they? They're pretty aggressive. Got 7 turns until my city upgrades. So when it upgrades, I'm not going to be too worried about its defense. At the moment, it's got a... That's a pitiful defense. Right. I might have to worry about that. But that is going to be future me problem. So I'm going to keep getting growth. Let's level up Drycha. Let's get her with... give her with this to give her an increased chance of ambushing, which is awesome. Can use level 6 for that one, and let's get you your ability to train your troops. Anything new here? So I can get some giant spiders. That's pretty cool. I can get another unit of hawks, which is really useful. Hawks are really good. And that's going to be it for this turn. So I can get increase armor for elven units, or I can go for gain 1 additional forest health for winning battles in magical forests or their hearthlands. Income for raising settlements, melee defense. That's good. We're going to go for that one first. It increases my army itself. I do want to get Drycha a full stack, so probably next turn I'm going to sit there and get this, get a couple of these. I will have enough money because my income is obviously plus 3,000. They only cost 1,500. Now I need to kind of decide where I want to go. My relationship with those is improving. These down here, it's not improving for those. Do I commit to taking these guys out? Essen is their capital city. It's not very well defended, or it's hasn't got very much in it. Oh, it's Mordheim. Ah, that's going to have a lot of rats in there. That's cool they've added that. Just looking around, the stuff they've added is really cool. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Reichland, this is a huge change to what Reichland's normally like. I think Reichland, what's his name? Karlfan starts in like a middle of a forest around here. I think middle of this forest here. So it doesn't look like a forest, it looks pretty barren. But I think he starts in the middle of this forest here and he has to take Altdorf or something like that. I can't remember. Did watch a guy's video on it, but I can't remember the guy's name either, which is a bit sad because I watch him quite regularly. Right, let's move on to the next turn. So I've had a few turns of just me recruiting a new army. Recruiting units for Drycha. She is in a relatively good state now. She has a full set of, well, she has a full army, really. Aspect of Birch, and it's got another eagle, got 3 more Dryad with bows, and there is a new event up here, so I'm going to head up here to this forest encounter. Nothing's happened at all. These guys have just remained relatively passive down here, and the wood is almost, so should go up to 20 next turn. So 20 should now give me, once this is over, diplomatic relationships with vampire counts, which is what I want, because if vampire counts are down here, which is where they are, I'm not sure who this is. Whoever holds Waldenhof, whoever holds this, I should start getting increased diplomatic relations with them. And if I'm friends with the vampire counts who are normally quite strong down here, I should at least secure my southern flank. I was saving, well, I now have enough. I was saving enough to buy a new lord. There we go, there's my new lord. And he's going to slowly start recruiting an army of dryads and dryad bows, with the intention that they're essentially going to defend the homeland, and Drycha's going to go out and be a bit of a pain. Apparently I'm on a mission. A number of active missions. Grow your own force. Okay. So next turn we'll be able to take on this fight, and we would increase Iskura's size of his army. I'm going to try something here. I've got my new lord, and see if whether you can have reinforcements involved. So attack them will annoy the vampire counts. If I don't, it will reduce my growth and control and leadership, but will increase my vampire. It's a tough one. I think I'll be happy with the vampire counts. I won't fight them just for now, and I'll take the hit on the loss of growth, and yeah, I take the hit. It's not worth it. I can perform the ritual at some point. So level 30 now. Well, 30 points at 39. So in 3 turns, I'll get another increase for recruitment cost faction wide. diplomatic relationships, and it'll be another +1 towards my help, assistance towards Athelloren. I'm going to send this guy down now, or Drycha down, to start probably just annoying these guys down here. While that's happening, I'm just going to continue. I'm going to start building an army with these. So as they don't cost too much, shouldn't be too bad just to spam out some forces. So Ostermark, the Empire, have requested a peace treaty. I am inclined to not take this because I essentially want something to do. And, if I take this, yeah, I'm inclined not to take this and go and wipe them out and leave them, because this will obviously increase my friendship with the Vampire Council itself. So yeah, I'm just going to decline it. Maybe later on I can offer them a peace treaty and try and take as much money as possible. But yeah, for now, I'm going to decline and send Drycha down. She's going to require some more experience, so that's a good way to get some more experience as well. So it's been a couple of turns, and looks like Templehof has also secured a port somewhere, and they want a trade agreement, which is fine by me. A little bit extra gold would be awesome. So just caught this army off guard. I don't think he expected my Drycha to be nearby, but yeah, completely caught him off guard. That's an army down. As I've just moved Drycha down here, obviously the Orcs actually had 2 armies at this city, sieging it, but looks like they've just been beaten off. I did just have a, what's it called, a Whisper in the Woods encounter, but it's way over here in Albion, so I'm not actually going to bother with that at all, as it's so far away. It might negatively affect my tree, but as it's so far away, I'm not going to have to fight an army. They might make their journey all the way across here. Has happened to me in the past, but I'm not too worried about that. And probably going to get this upgrade next when I can, because it just reduces the upkeep for an army in this area. It's either going to be that or this one, so I can get experience for my army that's sat here. Because he's going to sit here for a little bit longer, just as I, 1, upgrade the units, 2, Carrienbergers, Talabacland are only going to get more and more angry with me. So they might just decide to attack. I wouldn't mind a full stack here, but I'm just being mindful of how much money I'm actually earning. Because these aren't the cheapest units in the world. But hey, we'll see. Drycha's just going to be out making money anyway, hopefully soon. These guys also offered me a trade agreement, so I took it. I'm not going to say no to free trade. I'm now also the next phase of my wood. So Vampire Counts is now +10 diplomatic relations. And if I hover over this, I can see what's next. So the next one, 60 to 79, is 30% increased research, which is really useful. Then apparently you lose it when you go to 80 to 100. Bit strange to lose it, but never mind. Let's see, I can now upgrade a building. Yeah, okay, I can upgrade one of these buildings. Try and decide what I want to put in here, to be honest. And I'm probably just... There's no rush to get any of these, to be honest. So I could get the Eagles. Because the Eagles are useful, and then I can get the Sun Dragon later on, which is really, really good. So I'll probably get the Eagles, and then next time I'll get these 2. So reduce the upkeep and give my cat guy experience. Actually, probably get experience first, because he's going to be sitting there for a little bit longer, so we can start getting the experience now, and then get the sun, make my way up this tree and get this one next time I upgrade. Because if I upgrade again, I should get 2 build slots. Grant 6 slots. I currently have 5, so I only have 1 slot extra, so the next slot will just be this experience gain. So I've got a quest to either raise or sack. What is this game? Raise or sack this city here. So, don't need to tell me twice. Drycha's just going to run in. Going to auto-resolve it. Shouldn't lose too many troops. And then she's going to raise it to the ground. And then that should be that quest done. Yep, that's an extra 4,000 odd. And then I can now go into ambush. So if anyone comes towards me, they're less likely to find me. And I can also increase my points into ambush stance. And yeah, so Yes, this gives me an extra 10% chance to, or an extra 5% chance to not be seen, which is awesome. So now I've got 60% chance of actually getting an ambush. And I should then be able to put him next turn into encampment stance, just to give my units a bit more health. So it doesn't look like they've got an army nearby which can actually affect me. What's this? Looks like this. Looks like I've got new thing. Okay, I don't know what that plus means. But never mind. I don't need to know what it means. I can now build this. I can now unlock the Great Forest Eagles, which is a good unlock. And as I'm getting a bit more gold per turn, I can probably increase the amount of troops I've got. So 15 is a good number. 20 would be a better number, but 15 is a good number. And still 3 per turn, just slowly increasing my strength of the tree. This is unexpected. So Drycha has just been out, essentially, destroying Essen down to the south. And then these greenskins just declared war on me. I didn't think they would do this, considering that I've been helping them kill... yeah, I've just been helping them kill Essen, which is whoever this faction is, whatever they're called. What are they called again? Ostermark. So it's been about 5 or 6 turns since I last showed you a clip. So it's a bit weird. My army at the top here is relatively strong anyway, so I'm not worried. Drycha also has like a 80% ambush chance now, so I've just got a load of research on her, and all of her skill points are all in ambush as well. So that anyone comes near her, she's just going to ambush the hell out of them, which is quite ideal, quite good. But this is a bit annoying, so I'm just going to march this guy straight over there. He's got enough range. He's just going to sit there. And Drycha, she is injured. She did just attack the... she's not got enough range for that. I'm not going to risk it with these. What's their range like? Okay, it's not going to tell me their range. His range is quite good. That means they can reach quite far. So Drycha, you're going to have to go slightly further to the left. Ideally, I need her to heal up before I try and fight anyone. I've got the ability to make eagles now, which is quite nice. And we're upgrading this to the next level. We're almost level... we finished level 3. We're making our way towards level 4 already, which give us even more vampire count friendships. So these guys absolutely love us at the moment. And I think one of them just wanted some form of agreement. I can't remember what it was. So all's going well until these orcs obviously declare war. But it looks like they're trapped here. If I look on the map, they can't... Who owns up here? So the dwarves own up here. So they're essentially trapped here. They can't go over the river. This would actually be quite a good dwarf race to play as, the Creeping Death. If you're playing this on... Well, if you're playing this would be quite good. Because you're stuck in a corner, but you know the enemy can only come from one direction. To Nagenhof. They can only come from the west. Oh, this is a well-defended city. Look at all that. Gee, that's going to be a bit of a pain to take out. Well, I'm now apparently out of season. I do have a new this faction quest to do here as well. I want to upgrade Drycha's army before I risk that. They've decided to attack us here at this city. Annoyingly, they're not actually physically attacking us, so we're going to have to go out and attack them, sully out. I think these guys have armor pierce. Yeah, they're armor piercing. So they're going to be a bit of a pain to take out. However, the rest of this army should be okay. Yeah, I should be okay. Just keep the tree man happy. Just keep him away. I'll probably get the tree man to go straight for their archers of some sort. But this should be winnable, or be more than winnable. Annoyingly that they went for this army instead of Drycha, which I wouldn't have minded them go for Drycha, because, well, that's she's a lot stronger than this army. But they're not saying this army's weak. This should be more than capable of dealing with this. It's a good bonus that my guys have the ability to do forward vanguard or vanguard deployment. So my army's already up in their grill, already up in their face, and I've got 2 dryad units just waiting for them to spawn up here. I can just keep them away. It's nearly 2 minutes for them to spawn, but they're just sat there waiting. They're just sat there waiting. They might not be able to take on these guys. This is a hero, but we'll see. Oh, there's a lord and a goblins and some orcs. Then all I'm going to do with these guys is bring them up straight up to the fight as soon as I can, and the tree man's going to run up as well. So just start the battle and send everyone in, because it'd be rude for them just to be stood around. If I can get them all kind of in a fight sooner rather than later, this would be great. Even if they've got some hidden troops, it's not the end of the world. And get you in down there as well. Get you guys to attack these skulkers. Skulkers are going to be a bit of a pain for my army, that's for sure. Where's my hero? Oh, my hero's miles away. Oh no, I forgot I had a hero. Never mind, not the end of the world. You guys are being shot at by these archers. You guys take them out. You can aim for these archers as well. And what I want this tree man to do is focus on... Okay, I'm happy that you two aren't doing anything. Let's focus on their hero. When they get there, that is. You guys have done enough damage to those nasty skulkers. If you can try and break them, that'd be great. Go on, take out those goblin archers sooner rather than later. Where are you? Are you in the battle yet? Almost. You've got a while to go. You just go straight up to there and help those. Tree man, you focus on those. Those nasty skulkers are retreating from battle. Aim low for those ones now. You guys aim for that blob. Who's fleeing and where? Okay, he's fleeing from the center line. You guys all focus on that center line. Help those dryads out. My tree man is just there, so I'm going to pull him back and get him to move into that fight. My hero is still making his way there. You guys can now focus on firing on... Focus firing on these trolls in the middle. Okay, those nasty skulkers have done a bit of damage to those dryads on that flank. Now you're finished. Now you're in the fight. You can actually start using some magic. If I can take out those trolls, I'll be happy. And there's more nasty skulkers there in the front line. Take those guys out. Dryads have come back to the fight. You guys try and help this line here. You guys also help that line there. You guys all focus on these trolls down here. Want the trolls out of the fight as soon as possible. They can do a bit of damage. You guys just keep fighting. Tree man, you try and take on their war boss. And you also try and help these take out those orc boys. So it's going relatively okay. Didn't even look at this army up here. Just kind of left them to their own devices. Okay, they should be okay. They might break, but they're the garrison units, so I'm not too fussed about them. You guys just come up and help. Okay, you all focus on these orc boys. You guys try and focus and try and take on some of these. You flank them. You guys have actually pushed back the orc boys, which is great. And you can go and fight the war boss. Saying that, it's probably better for me to bring everyone away, leave my tree man there, and fire him with all my archers. You guys probably at a good angle there to now fire at them. Alright. Tree man, you just go and do your thing down there. Okay, he's now out of range, so let's try and take out the last of these up here. You can go up there and assist them as well. It's a bit of a cluster up here, but I'm expecting them to start to flee any second now. These guys are brave, trying to take on the trolls on their own. These guys are holding their own. They might not win this fight, but they're going to be awfully close. They should get their army loss penalty anytime soon as well. Right, you can use your magic on that one as well. And take out those trolls. I don't know how close that is he in range? He is in range. You try and take out that war boss as well. And should you guys just stop running. You guys are done really well, those Dryads in that left flank. Just held their own. They just didn't want to die, which is good on them. It looks like that's going to be army loss. They have made my troops up here flee, but once again, they were just up there to hold them back. Hopefully all my archers here should be able to take care of the war boss. It looks like he's now out of range, so it's not the best idea. They should have the army loss penalties by now. You guys go up there and try and help. Maybe try and take out their leader, then they might trigger the army loss penalty. They have got, obviously, their new leader on his way. Well, they're not new leader, but a fresh hero coming down. You guys are still running somewhat. See if you guys can just go straight up there. You guys just form a new line. I think you're all out of ammunition, aren't you? Yes, you are. Just send in the glaive guard. Is glaive guards? Yes. Send in glaive guards. You guys can go up there and try and attack this lord as well, this hero. You guys just attack these orc boys just behind. They've got some nasty skulks there, which is not ideal. They have just took a good volley of arrows to their face. You guys just run through and attack those orc boys. Okay, they're routed. That's really good for us. Okay, that's army loss penalties. That was a really good fight, actually. I don't think that could have gone any better. I don't think we lost a unit. We lost a lot of troops. We lost a lot of numbers. We didn't lose a unit itself. I don't think they lost a unit. I think they lost this one set of archers, but all in all, I think we came out on top. And hopefully, we'll replan over the turn. Hopefully, if they don't, it's obviously the siege is now broken, so we should replan over turn, and you should be able to attack them again using our range, which range is obviously paramount when you're fighting against fights like this, because we're taking out one set of archers. The other set of archers didn't actually do anything, which is really useful. The tree man is really a good unit to have as well when you're playing as wood elves, just because they just tank a lot of damage and they can do a fair bit of damage. Obviously, lost a fair few units if you look at the numbers up here. So we're still even on the number side of things. 1 for 1. I think my Dryads are probably better than their goblin than a lot of their units. Other than the 2 units got ruined at the top of the map, but they didn't have any bonuses on them. So I'm obviously going to get the replenishment for my army. And that's them going to retreat away. So that is that mission, well, that fight over. I don't think they're in range of one another. So I could actually sully out and probably take one of them out. Let's give you extra range. I can bring in some troops. I can bring in 1 unit. Bring in a bear as well. Giant spiders any good? Venom attacks fast, armor piercing melee, and their stalk. No, okay. They probably are good, just not for what I want them for. Then I get, just to support the eagle, got 2 units of fell bats as well. I have 2 units of bats, whether they're called fell bats, I don't know. And you have movement again. Drycha, if I can get you to rest, get inside our borders and rest, that'd be great. We're going to end this episode here. I could keep playing quite happily, but Orcs the next priority. So if you made it this far, thank you much for watching. Next episode we'll go east and focus on taking out all these Orcs. I'm not too fussed about Talabacland on the west here, although our reputation is deteriorating. We have got in 8 turns we should get a better garrison here, and realistically Drycha should be able to handle all these on their own. So without further ado, thank you much for watching. Have a wonderful day and peace out.